Today we're continuing to read The Brothers Karamazov. "I've just come from my wife," he went on. "Do you understand what the word wife means? When I went out, the children called to me, 'Goodbye, father. Make haste back to read the children's magazine with us.' No, you don't understand that. No one is wise from another man's woe." His eyes were glittering. His lips were twitching. Suddenly he struck the table with his fist so that everything on it danced. It was the first time he had done such a thing. He was such a mild man. "But need I?" he exclaimed. "Must I? No one has been condemned. No one has been sent to Siberia in my place. The man died of fever, and I've been punished by my sufferings for the blood I shed. And I shan't be believed. They won't believe my proofs. Need I confess? Need I? I am ready to go on suffering all my life for the blood I have shed, if only my wife and children may be spared. Will it be just to ruin them with me? Aren't we making a mistake? What is right in this case? And will people recognize it? Will they appreciate it? Will they respect it? Good Lord, I thought to myself, he is thinking of other people's respect at such a moment. And I felt so sorry for him then, that I believe I would have shared his fate if it could have comforted him. I saw he was beside himself. I was aghast, realizing with my heart, as well as my mind, what such a resolution meant. "Decide my fate," he exclaimed again. "Go and confess," I whispered to him. My voice failed me, but I whispered it firmly. I took up the New Testament from the table, the Russian translation, and showed him the Gospel of St. John, chapter 12, verse 24. "Verily, verily, I say unto you, except the corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit." I had just been reading that verse when he came in. He read it. "That's true," he said, but he smiled bitterly. "It's terrible, the things you find in those books," he said, after a pause. "It's easy enough to thrust them upon me. And who wrote them? Can they have been written by men?" "The Holy Spirit wrote them," said I. "It's easy for you to prate," he smiled again, this time almost with hatred. I took the book again, opened it in another place, and showed him the Epistle to the Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 31. He read, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God." He read it, and simply flung down the book. He was trembling all over. "An awful text," he said. "There's no denying you've picked out fitting ones." He rose from the chair. "Well," he said, "goodbye. Perhaps I shan't come again. We shall meet in heaven. For I have been for 14 years. Correction. So I have been for 14 years in the hands of the living God." That's how one must think of those 14 years. Tomorrow I'll beseech those hands to let me go. I wanted to take him in my arms and kiss him, but I did not dare. His face was contorted and somber. He went away. Good God, I thought, what has he gone to face? I fell on my knees before the icon and wept for him before the Holy Mother of God, our swift defender and helper. I was half an hour praying in tears, and it was late, about midnight. Suddenly, I saw the door open, and he came in again. I was surprised. "Where have you been?" I asked him. "I think," he said, "I've forgotten something. My handkerchief. I think. Well, even if I've not forgotten anything, let me stay a little." He sat down. I stood over him. "You sit down too," said he. I sat down. We sat still for 2 minutes. He looked intently at me and suddenly smiled. I remembered that. Then he got up, embraced me warmly, and kissed me. And that's the end of the reading for today. Have a good day.